Right now, Bratfest is here. Our Braden Ross brings us tips on how you can make the best brat around. Also, the latest on the Israel-Hamas war as negotiations may be on the horizon for the release of hostages. And we're following concerns over Microsoft's newest AI tool, what experts are saying. That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. This weekend is the world's largest Bratfest here in Madison. And despite getting off to a stormy start on Friday, the grills are back up and running at full speed today. Our Braden Ross spoke to the man in charge of making sure every brat at Bratfest comes out perfectly. And to get the best grilling tips, take a look.
I asked these grill masters what it takes to get the perfect Bratfest brat at home. They told me it's all in the wrist.
Hot brats coming through.
Meet grill commander Kevin Metcalf.
I run anything that's getting cooked, goes into the tent and out into the customer's hands.
By now, running the grills at Bratfest is basically second nature to him.
I've been doing it for 41 years. It's been a family tradition for us.
Over the years, what started as a small Metcalf's customer appreciation event has become a staple Madison event, drawing in thousands of brat lovers and raising more than $2.4 million for local charities.
We're about 150,000 brats right now. We've got 24 grills going. We can do about 4,500 an hour. So we're cranking out the brats.
That's about 75 BPM. That's brats per minute, of course. And if you've been lucky enough to enjoy one of them, you know Kevin knows his stuff. So I asked him, what's the secret? Step one, get your meat.
They are pre-cooked, coarse ground brats called the ultimate brat. And if that's not your thing, you can always take the John Seville raw product and boil them in maybe your favorite beer with some onions, and that comes back out to be more or less a pre-cooked brat.
Then it's time to hit the grill.
First thing you got to do is kind of understand your grill. You're going to have different hot spots on any grill that you have. We do about 15 minutes of cooking on all the grills, so we always joke around and say it's all on the wrist, the amount of turns, so the more you can turn it, the better well-rounded it's going to be. Our personal opinion is we love to have just a little bit of the char marks on them, and that's almost like a little crisp pop when you put it in the bun and take your first bite. And to me, that's the perfect brat.
As for the condiments, that's up to you. At Bratfest, you've got your pick. So if you're looking to bust out the grill and make Bratfest quality sausages all summer, remember Kevin's tips. Know your grill, keep it moving, and the most important tip of all,
we just say it's all in the wrist.
And if you just want a brat made by the professionals, you can always get one here at Bratfest from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday. We're now reporting live on Willow Island. Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
And as for how the weather will be at tomorrow for Bratfest, let's get a look at your first one forecast with meteorologist Buddy Reeves. Buddy.
Yeah, thanks so much, Jalen. You can see by that package there was plenty of sunshine today in the forecast. We had temperatures in the middle 70s today. Take a look at these high temperatures. With all that sunshine, temperatures rose into the middle 70s, so it was a picture-perfect day at Bratfest today. Temperatures right now have cooled off into the lower 60s to upper 50s, depending on where you were at across Dane County. 60 degrees for our friends in Verona. Across most of southern Wisconsin, temperatures are in the lower 60s. Weather track right now, we were clear. Now the clouds have started to move in, and that is going to be a precursor to our next round of precipitation, where we will have rain showers starting tomorrow morning at around 7 o'clock in the morning, then turning into some scattered showers and thunderstorms as we move on into the evening. Coming up in Maine weather, we'll talk about the alert day that's coming up for tomorrow.
All right, buddy, we'll see you then. The Dane County Sheriff's Office searched for a 39-year-old Madison man who was declared AWOL as of Saturday morning. Kevin J. Yeager was last seen in the Portage area. Officials say Yeager is to serve a sentence for retail theft and resisting arrest. A warrant has been issued for his arrest. Anyone with information on his whereabouts should call the Dane County Communication Center. That number is on your screen, 608-255-2345. Madison police detained 3 suspects Saturday afternoon after allegedly brandishing firearms and attempted vehicular escape. Officers were dispatched at 4:30 p.m. where a caller reported the suspects and allegedly threatened their life. Officers attempted to stop the vehicle, but the vehicle fled eastbound on Highway 12 to the interstate before getting stopped on High Crossing Boulevard. Multiple firearms were found in the vehicle, and charges on the suspects are pending. The investigation is ongoing. Janesville police arrest a 53-year-old Janesville man after multiple OWI arrests Friday night. Police say the first incident was at around 5 in the evening, where a caller reported the man on the road in the area of Milton Avenue and Black Ridge Road. Officers saw the vehicle traveling in the 1200 block of North Ringgold Street and made a traffic stop where the man failed field sobriety testing. He was charged with operating while intoxicated. The second incident happened later that night at around 10:30. Police saw a vehicle recklessly traveling southbound on Milton Avenue near Mount Zion Avenue. The man once again failed field sobriety testing and was arrested. He was held at the Rock County Jail. Talks aimed at reaching a deal to free the remaining 120 Israeli hostages held by Hamas are expected to resume next week. The negotiations would take place with active U.S. involvement. For now, the fighting continues in Gaza. CBS's Imitaz Tiam has more.
Israel's relentless attacks on Rafah are only intensifying following the order by the International Court of Justice to stop its military operation there. Over the past week, the Israeli military has also been widening its bombing campaign across all of Gaza. This UN school in northern Gaza City, a shelter for civilians, was struck multiple times overnight. The blood of those killed still fresh as their bodies are prepared for burial. The devastating increase in violence has triggered a mass forced displacement of tens of thousands of Palestinians, many fleeing with what little possessions they have left to a fate unknown. As the Biden administration's efforts to get aid into Gaza falters, operations at the $320 million U.S. military-built pier were suspended today because of rough seas. The worsening violence follows the Israeli military's discovery of the remains of 6 hostages this past week. All are thought to have been killed on October 7th. And of the around 125 who it is believed remain, it's unknown how many are still alive, including Ali Al-Ziadana's brother Yusuf and nephew Hamza, who were taken on October 7th. Every time we hear they find more bodies, it just increases the pain, he says. Al-Ziadana belongs to a Muslim Bedouin community in southern Israel, close to the barrier wall with Gaza. While they're Israeli citizens, their towns and villages are often neglected by the government.
It must be terrifying to think that Israel is continuing to widen its military operation in Rafah, knowing that your brother and nephew could potentially be there.
Yes, because our government and prime minister doesn't listen to anybody, he says. The whole world is calling on him to stop the war and to bring back the hostages, but Netanyahu doesn't listen.
Imtiaz Taib, CBS News, East Jerusalem.
Coming up next on News 3 Now at 10, an alarm is sounded over Microsoft's newest AI tool. And the latest on what President Biden has to say of the potential of American troops hitting the ground in Ukraine. That's coming up next.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's Memorial Day sale. $1 million in inventory must be sold. 2-piece sofa and love seat or sectional only $9.99. Recliners from $2.99. Lift recliners $9.99. No interest financing for 12 months. Only at A1 Furniture.
Blackberry Smoke. Live in concert. Be Right Here tour. Saturday, July 6th at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss Blackberry Smoke live.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 Best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
You've got this. 10 days, 2 kids, and the open road. Tourist traps? Set. Souvenir allowances? Dispersed. Juice boxes? Abundant. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you, with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs. So when must-see attractions become must-pay with cash adventures, we've got you.
Mom, why is the front door open?
You've got this with Associated Bank.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy Two, Get Two free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
It's A1 Furniture's Memorial Day sale on now. Incredible prices on Spring Air mattresses, queen size from $299. Get a free adjustable base with purchase of mattress $9.99 or more. Only at the A1 Furniture and Mattress Memorial Day sale.
When severe storms threatened our area Tuesday,
winds between 55 to 65 miles per hour,
we brought you wall-to-wall team coverage with the information you needed to be prepared and stay safe.
Get to the lowest, most interior portion of your home.
News 3 Now, first warn weather. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Microsoft's buzziest new AI feature is raising concerns of potential misuse. The new tool for Windows computers called Recall serves as a personal time machine, allowing users to quickly pull up anything that's ever been on screen, such as documents, images, and websites. The tool regularly saves screenshots of the user's screen and store them directly on the device. It then uses AI to process the data and make it searchable. But privacy experts say the Recall feature could pose as a potential nightmare if the device falls into the wrong hands. And while so-called semantic search is a big step forward for AI, it comes at a time when the industry is moving so quickly, and government regulators, companies, and consumers are still figuring out how to use the technology responsibly. Google is walking back some factually incorrect search results just days after launching its new artificial intelligence search tool. The tool summarizes search results so users get quicker answers to their questions. But this week, the feature came under fire after it gave out false or misleading information to some questions. For example, several users posted on social media that the Google's AI summary said that former President Obama is a Muslim, a common misconception. Google says the AI overviews for both queries have been removed for violating the company's policies. A spokesperson says the vast majority of AI overviews provide high-quality information. TikTok is planning mass global layoffs within its operations and marketing workforce, according to current TikTok employees. The layoffs are expected to hit teams handling user support and communications, as well as content and marketing. The company's current global users operations team will be dismantled. Remaining employees will be distributed among the company's trust and safety, marketing, content, and product teams. President Biden said today he's determined to keep American soldiers out of Ukraine, but he said the United States is standing strong with the embattled nation as it defends itself from the continuing Russian onslaught. The commander-in-chief gave the commencement address at West Point as Campaign 2024 heats up. Natalie Brand joins us with more.
Nothing is guaranteed about our democracy in America. Every generation has an obligation to defend it.
President Biden urged cadets to remember their oath to the U.S. Constitution.
Not to a president, but to the Constitution of the United States of America, against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
The president's address Saturday comes as his campaign steps up its attacks against Trump.
Trump wants revenge.
With a $14 million ad buy targeting battleground states.
I'm thrilled to be back.
Trump, for a second time this week, will be back out on the campaign trail tonight, trying to appeal to libertarian voters at their convention this weekend.
Is that resonating at all?
I don't think so. I think he's going to say anything he can to try to get more votes and push more people in his direction.
The former president's so-called hush money trial in New York is expected to wrap up and go to the jury next week. His supporters say they're galvanized by the court cases.
I'm pretty involved in politics, and I've never met a single person that is going to be swayed by this.
But in a new Friday filing in Trump's classified documents case, special counsel Jack Smith asked a judge to bar Trump from making statements that the DOJ argues endanger law enforcement. It comes in response to Trump's claim that FBI agents during the 2022 search of Mar-a-Lago were, quote, locked and loaded and ready to take him out. But in fact, the search was planned for a time when Trump would not be on property.
Trump doubled down on that post Saturday. Special counsel Smith argues Trump distorted the reality of the search and said agents followed standard protocol relating to all search warrants. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
Now, take a look at this. The country has faced active weather all week long, and this video taking place In Oklahoma, the video is a funnel cloud forming in Mutual, Oklahoma, which is west of both Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Now, as a person that lived in that part of the country for a time before I moved here, this is a common occurrence. Hopefully, no injuries or anything occurred while there. But as for our weather here, let's get a look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Buddy Reeves. Buddy, tell us, a lot of our severe weather is in the past.
Yeah, for now it is in the past, and we're looking actually pretty good for your evening tonight, but we do have chances of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Luckily, right now, none of that looks severe at this point in time, but it is going to be pretty much of a washout on your Sunday. Let's take a look at the 3 things you need to know. We do have an alert day on your Sunday for some heavy rainfall and some thunderstorms in the afternoon, and the reason we're keeping this alert day in the forecast is because a lot of outdoor activities are happening over the Memorial Day weekend, so we want people to be weather aware as they head on into your Sunday. Then we do have some shower chances on your Memorial Day, on your Monday, mainly in the afternoon. Then after that, we turn breezy and cooler on your Tuesday. Now, planning your night overnight tonight, if you're heading out maybe late tonight or early in the morning, and look at looking for cloud cover to increase overnight tonight, and then temperatures starting out at around 54 degrees for your Sunday. We do have an alert day in the forecast, like I was saying before. This is for heavy rains and gusty winds. It is going to be rather breezy tomorrow throughout most of the day with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. But this is for heavy rains and gusty wind all of southern Wisconsin, and it is for your Sunday. Taking a look at Weather Track, these arrows show the upper level patterns, the upper level atmosphere on where the storm tracks are going to go. And if you see this storm track right here over portions of Nebraska and also Kansas, this complex here will continue to move across Iowa as we head on into the overnight hours, and then into the Madison area as we head on into your Sunday, which is going to bring those chances of showers and thunderstorms. Future Track plots this out pretty well. Starting around 5 o'clock in the morning, you can see Prairie du Chien, Platteville, Boscobel, Viroqua is seeing some shower activity. As we head on into the later morning hours at around 8 o'clock, Madison's just getting onto the edge of the shower activity, but as we head on into your lunchtime hour, most of southern Wisconsin is seeing shower and thunderstorm activity. That will transition into more of a scattered type of showers and thunderstorms as we head on into your Sunday afternoon. But again, at this point in time, nothing is severe at this level. So then by Sunday night, that is moving out of here, and then we just have cloud cover to start your Monday. Now, a couple of lightning safety tips. When thunder roars, go indoors. So again, with a lot of activities happening outside, we don't want anybody to be caught in the crosshairs of lightning or getting struck by lightning. Wait 30 minutes until after the last thunder before going outside, and avoid tall objects and also metal. The rain chances after that, again, Sunday is going to be your washout. Into your Monday, also we have some scattered showers, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're looking pretty good and dry. Then we start seeing some shower activity chances come back into the forecast as we head on into your Friday. But your 7 to 10 day forecast, look for temperatures to actually cool off as we head on into your Tuesday and your Wednesday. Then we start warming back up again, and then we could possibly get back up into the middle to upper 70s by the time we hit next Saturday and Sunday. And then along with those warmer temperatures, those showers come back into the forecast by that point in time. But after Sunday, we do have a good stretch of weather, so it's going to be
looks
pretty
like
nice.
those 3 days, upper 60s, lower 70s, hopefully no rain. Please get out, enjoy the weather.
Exactly.
If I were here, I certainly would, but I'm happy that you guys will be able to get a stretch of some nice weather for sure.
Yep,
All
absolutely.
right. Thank you, Bunny. According to a social media post, TSA screened over 2.9 million people at checkpoints nationwide, surpassing its previous record from over Thanksgiving holiday weekend of last year. The agency also noted that 5 of the top 10 busiest travel days in history have already happened this year. Christian Benavidez is here to report on the numbers behind the travel rush during this Memorial Day weekend.
Gridlock outside Los Angeles International Airport Saturday as millions of Americans travel to their destination this Memorial Day weekend. Long lines at Seattle Tacoma International.
It's chaotic here. It's absolute chaos.
FlightAware tracked more than 8,000 U.S. flights delayed Friday, and the FAA is about 3,000 air traffic controllers short. The agency hired 1,500 last year, with a goal of another 1,800 this year. The nation's airlines expect to fly 271 million passengers this summer, up more than 6% from last year's record pace.
We do have alternate strategies in the event that they do have a day or two where they don't have proper staffing.
that we can mitigate that.
The vast majority will drive to their holiday getaway this weekend. Gas prices are about the same as last year at $3.57 a gallon nationally. AAA expects this holiday travel weekend to break a 20-year record. Nearly 44 million are traveling at least 50 miles between Thursday and Monday. Mary Harrelson is driving with her husband, her sister, and their 5 young kids from Georgia to Pennsylvania.
We are having to drive through D.C., so we're going to hit some traffic, but we're ready for it. We mentally prepared ourselves.
Monday is expected to be the busiest travel day on the backside of a holiday weekend. The unofficial start to the summer travel season officially underway. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
Now, something to keep in mind as you're out there traveling this weekend, severe weather in Texas and the Midwest could disrupt some flights. And coming up in sports, Whitewater with a chance to punch their ticket to the College World Series. Andrew has the highlights next when we return.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
Hey, what's up with no seatbelt?
We're not going far. Just heading to town.
Really?
Don't worry, folks. I got this.
What the?
Come on, man. You're more likely to get in a crash on a shorter trip. So buckle up every trip, every time.
Got it?
Got it.
Click it or ticket. Together, we can save lives.
If your windows are leaky and drafty, it's possible they weren't installed properly. Many installers lack proper training, and shoddy installation leaves your home vulnerable to extreme weather. At Next Door & Window, we're reinventing window installation. Our approach ensures your windows are sealed tight and energy efficient. And your windows and doors will be installed by certified experts who treat your home as if it was their own. When you demand tomorrow's comfort, Next delivers. Visit nextwindow.com to learn more.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not gonna leave me here, are you?
Right now, you can lease a sporty new Toyota RAV4 for $309 a month. See your local Toyota dealer today or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
Whitewater Baseball has reached the national tournament in 5 of their last 6 seasons, but in each of those trips to the tournament, they failed to reach the College World Series. With a win in the do-or-die Super Regional, they'll punch their ticket once more. Third inning, Eli Frank in the dish, and oh my, would you look at that. Take one look at him, and you knew the ball was going to go a long way. A 2-run tater for Frank, and it puts the Warhawks up 2-0. It's the junior's 12th homer of the year. And then it was more of the same in the fourth inning. The Warhawks, they split the first 2 games of this series with La Crosse, but left no doubt about it in Game 3. Brennan Frazier rips one through the infield, and the Hawks flew from there, finally breaking through. They're headed back to the College World Series with an 8-2 victory. Joining Whitewater in the D3 College World Series is Birmingham Southern. Check this out. It's a school that permanently is closing on May 31st, meaning that when the Panthers play next week, they'll be playing for a school that simply does not exist. What's even crazier, 9 of their players had food poisoning before today's championship game. They had IVs in the dugout and still beat the #2 team in the country. The documentary, It Can't Come Soon Enough. Brewers back in Beantown. We'll get to that in a moment. We'll mention the fact that Madison College, their night was not a night, I guess you could say. Their game was postponed due to rain. They'll get their first game in of the College World Series tomorrow. Brewers back in Beantown looking for another win over the Bo Sox. Had already scored 3 in the third, but they weren't done just yet. Joey Ortiz rips one off the Green Monster, and it would score 2 for the Crew, capping off a 5-run third inning. And then in the 8th, Milwaukee up 5-2. Bryce Terang at the dish, and he sails one for the high skies. See you later. His first career hit at Fenway is his 3rd big bopper of the year. It would seal the deal. The Brewers win it 6-3. To the golf course, where Steve Stricker had himself quite the day in the 3rd round of the Senior PGA Championship. Second shot on a par 5 9th hole, and you better pick up your phone because he is dialed in. Stricker shooting with such precision. Watch the roll and then look where it ends up. How could you possibly know every blade of grass to get it right there? Well, I guess you'd be Steve Stricker. He taps it in for eagle, and then there were the birdies. He had a trio of them. Here he is, setting up for one of them on 15, on the money again. 7 under on the weekend, heading into the final day. Jerry Kelly just 2 strokes back of Stricker, tied for 12th. And on the PGA Tour, this is just tragic. Grayson Murray's family announced that the golfer passed this morning. It comes one day after the world's 58th ranked golfer withdrew from this weekend's Charles Schwab Challenge with an illness. The tour released a statement saying there are no immediate details, just shock and grief. And we finish with Cameron Huss, the Wisconsin Badger in the NCAA Golf Championship. He entered the second round even, tied for 13th place. Came out firing today with a few quick tweeters, but he'd struggle on the back 9, a pair of bogeys and double bogeys. He's tied for 68th at 5 over heading into Sunday. Can't really say enough about how cool that Birmingham Southern story is. I mean, nobody had heard of them, I don't know, last week maybe, and 150 years of education, you close, and now everybody loves them.
First I heard of it was when you mentioned them on our broadcast. I would say you and I, get into the movie biz. We know their story. Let's start writing the scripts now. I'm sure we could come up with a couple cool names. Just the fact that they make it to the College World Series, I don't think it matters whether or not they win in the movie. Just the fact that they get it that far, and then, the school closes, unfortunately.
You're right, though. That it is something that they would write a movie about, but we'll get ahead of it. We'll just send a script over to Netflix, and then we'll just be the ones that write it.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you, Andrew. We'll be back with more after this.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattress, and we designed it to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because our most advanced, infinitely adaptable Tempur material eases your pressure points, inch by inch and molecule by molecule, in a way no other mattress can. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets, and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
We really need new siding.
after I get my windows. Have you tried opening ours?
We're not touching the windows until we redo the roof. It's leaking.
We are not redoing the roof without getting new gutters.
The gutters can wait till I get my bathtub.
We agreed on a shower for Mom.
But I thought...
Happy spouse, happy house.
Exactly.
Wait. For home improvement guaranteed to make everyone happy, everyone can agree on 1-800-HANSON's because our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters are all guaranteed for life. And our baths have a no-leak guarantee. With thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert, exceeding expectations for 35 years. Get 60% off professional installation, or no interest and no payments for 2 full years. Offer ends soon.
It's under.
Over.
Hey, happy spouse, happy house.
Call 1-800-HANSON's. Get it done.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. You told us you love stargazing, almost as much as you hate parallel parking. That heavy right foot of yours? We got you. The Lexus ES didn't begin in a studio, it began with you.
Get special offers on the 2024 ES300 Hybrid.
Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now, weekend mornings, moving forward.
Well, for all of us in our viewing area, southern Wisconsin, it's been a super busy week with all the weather. Please tell me it's calmed down quite a bit for this upcoming week.
It has calmed down. Unfortunately, tomorrow is not looking too great if you're heading to Broadfest tomorrow. It's going to be showers in the morning and then turning into scattered thunderstorms in the 60s, and then we go back down and go back up again into the 70s as we head on into next week.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you, buddy. If you guys are going out tomorrow, eat a brat for us. And as always, thank you for making it a great evening.